The Hangman, Page of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and Eight of Pentacles. If you feel right now like money constantly is slipping between your fingers, where it's like a carrot dangling in front of you, see it, it's so close, it's so possible, yet it's, for whatever reason, you can't hold on to it. Something about the Mars in Gemini squaring Neptune and Pisces here is playing tricks on you. Not sure why, actually, the World card. But the good news is, where do we go now? The good news is, you're about to know where you go now, soon. It's a really big question mark, and you have no idea what to do right now. Wait until Pluto moves direct on the 8th and then the full moon in Aries. It will complete some cycle of, it will complete a cycle of some sort of confusion. Knight of Cups, Nine of Wands, Six of Pentacles. Money is going to come in. You're going to grind your teeth, at least at the first half of yeah, at least the first half of October. Capricorn, hi. Sorry, I would press stop before on the song on the radio before I would press play on the video normally. But I couldn't press stop on Guns N' Roses, and I wanted you to hear it. I wanted you to enjoy it, Cappy. Don't worry about money. I mean, you're worried right now about money. Right now, when you're watching this, if you're watching this in the beginning of October, you're going to be like, Morgane, nothing you're going to tell me is going to make me stop worrying. And I understand. But again, once this weird cycle ends, and I think the full moon in Aries marks that on the 9th, October 9th, things are starting to work out. And what felt like eternity of holding on and waiting, ka-ching, it comes in. Okay? So I would say don't worry, but you're going to worry because you're Capricorn and you need your resources. I understand. Come back 2-3 weeks from now and hopefully you tell me that I was right. Okay, what else is this about? We're 6 minutes in. We already have 8 cards on the table and a song. And all we can talk about is the money. When you're super focused on one thing, it's easy to not be focused on the rest. So if you get, I don't know, if you bump your toe in a table and it hurts, and then a second later you hit your knee, then the knee hurts and you forget about the toe. So now you're worried about money, and it keeps your mind off of the rest. It actually allows you to stay cool and calm and collected because all your energy is wired toward this and your mind doesn't explode thinking about the rest. Because money, but you can still make a plan, okay? Right? You can make a plan for it. I'll take a loan, I'll get a job, I'll get another job, I'll cut on these expenses, I'll do this. Like it's still mathematical. It's still something in the realm of control, or at the very least, the illusion of control. But the rest that you're dealing with seems to be, you feel anyway, like it's beyond your grasp to figure out or to come to a resolution with. It's something that your mind can't wrap itself around. And in a way, you even kind of manifested this financial difficulty. But this serves as comfort because it means that the money that was supposed to come in that you've blocked subconsciously so that you're so that you could survive something. I'm picking up. Maybe you're dealing with something difficult. I'm sorry. Um, that money will come through because it was meant to come to you. You know, it's like on the gates, you know, on the windows and doors, like knocking, trying to come in. And you're probably like, what? If what? Let it come in. Um, your psyche needs to not have financial calm right now so that it won't have to think about whatever the other thing or things are. So if you want the money to come through faster, stop focusing on it and start focusing on the thing you don't want to focus on. Something that is hurting, something that you've been trying to keep your mind off of, something that you've been enduring and picking up on death by a thousand cuts. It's been slow, consistent, hurtful for a very long time. Just won't leave you alone, won't give you peace. And you have to face it, Capricorn, whatever it is. You got to face it. It won't face itself. It wants you to face it. You can't do it alone. It needs you to take it in, you know, whatever it is, trauma, fear, regret, loss, whatever it is. You can't keep dancing around it or working around it, subconsciously creating other issues so you don't have to deal with this issue. The universe, just to force you into healing, will give you a lot of money. And that's actually really great because even though you're not excited about facing whatever this thing is, it won't even show itself to me. That's how deep you shoved it in. The cards are dancing around it, just like you are. But I can sense it in the space between the characters and the numeric values and the elements and the archetypes. Something is whispering and it's not heard by you. So I can't hear it too. And it's really important. What are you ignoring, Capricorn? You're probably watching other readings online and they focus on the things that you focus on. And the readings are a bit strange because, on one hand, they resonate, but on the other hand, something is missing. You can't quite pinpoint it because you turned your back to it on so many levels, mentally, emotionally, energetically, physically, in every single way. You've turned your back to it. And it has this gravitational pull on you. Doesn't matter how much you try to float away from it. Won't let you go, won't let you off the hook. Maybe you're haunted by a ghost. Could be an actual ghost. Could be a metaphor. I can't stand to fly. I'm not that naive. I'm just trying to find a better part of me. I'm more than a bird. I'm more than a plane. I'm more than some pretty face beside a train. And it's not easy being me. Up, up and away, away from here. But it's alright. We can all sleep sound tonight. I'm not crazy or anything. The song came to my mind now. I think maybe it's how you feel. I wish that I could fall upon my knees, find a way to lie, but a home I'll never see. It may sound absurd, but won't you conceive? Even heroes have the right to bleed. It's not easy being me. I didn't say it was. I know it's not. You're like Achilles, except that no one sees everything you carry on your shoulders. You make it look so easy. So what are you even complaining about, Cappy? Ugh, if they only knew. Well, maybe if you'll tell them, and they'll know what you're dealing with, and maybe they can have empathy or relate or understand. But people don't know what you don't tell them, Capricorn, because you have this way of looking like you're floating when you're carrying rocks in your pockets. They think everything is fine, but it's not really their fault because even when you think you show pain, that you let a gaze slip, you still look very, very stoic. They don't read you as much as you think they read you. You're going to have to say it. If you're confused, you're going to have to say you're confused. If you're in pain, you're going to have to say that you're in pain. If you're tired, you're going to have to say that you're tired. It's not that people don't want to be there for you, Capricorn, as much as they don't know they need to be there for you. Because here you are, the Emperor. Got it all together. Everything is under control. Everything is okay under the sun. Put your sunglasses, straighten your back, and you walk one step at a time. Everything's great. So why is every step feels like you have to take a really deep breath in order to do? You keep it all together. if you genuinely believe you don't matter, that your heart doesn't matter, that your healing doesn't matter, that people showing up for you doesn't matter, keep it up. Keep it up. See where it leads you to. Will lead you to a heart attack. Will lead you to developing some sort of chronic illness. Because you are not immortal or invincible. You're human. I know it sucks. I hate it just as much. I agree. We should all be vampires. But we're not. We are not. Sorry. Four of Pentacles fell. You listened to me. I play the strings of your heart, and yet you don't listen. This is you, cutie you. It's even a Capricorn energy card. 2, 3, and 4 of Pentacles are Capricorn energy. Okay. So, and 2 4s. The Emperor and then 4 of Pentacles. You're facing a decision, and it sucks. You're facing having to decide between your ego and your well-being, your emotional survival. Now, it will play out differently for every single one of you. Different scenario, different case, but you know how it applies to you. There's something you gotta do that you don't wanna, because it's an ego bruise. You don't wanna, and I understand. I do. I'm not just saying it. I really understand where you're coming from, but you're gonna have to do that. You're going to have to surrender your ego, and I'm not referring even to bad ego. If it was like negative ego, you'd be already like fine with it. No, this is healthy ego that you have, that you feel like you have to put aside for whatever this is. Healthy ego. That sucks. Not laughing at you, I'm laughing with you. I mean, what else can you do? As soon as you do that, 8 of Wands. As soon as you do that, 8 of Wands, I don't know why Spirit is doing that. I don't know what's this about. If it's a karmic thing, if it's a spiritual expansion thing, I don't know what the deal is. Honestly, like, the things that I see, I can explain how it operates, but I don't necessarily like it. I don't see the point in putting aside your healthy ego, which is your key to self-expression and survival. But for whatever reason, the message is clear. Once you do that, things will start moving. Things will start happening. Things will start falling into place. There's something karmic about this. I have 2 4s and 2 8s in the world and a hangman. There's something karmic to this. Can Cappy do that? Let's just see Cappy do that. Now, is it your higher self? Is it angels? Is it the universe? Is it God? I don't know who's testing you like this or why. It's annoying. But this is what it shows. Listen, I'd be happy to tell you that you need to put aside your negative ego and do the right thing. But no, this shows me that there's a reason why you're holding on to it, a valid one. I'm sorry. You want to look at the cards? If you want to deepen your relationship with the existential shift and deepen your esoteric studies, Tarot Masterclass Bunkai is available for unlimited streaming over on Patreon, on top of a lot of other VIP content. Check it out. Links are all below in the description box. Let's rearrange and do the existential shift spread and see what else we can come up with for this reading. So let's start with the major arcanas. We have the Hangman, the World, and the Emperor. Oh, I know what this is. Hello, Odin. I'll explain in a second. Now we have 2 8s. This is the 2 4s that I was referring to because of the Emperor. And here are the Court cards, Knight of Swords and Knight of Cups. And here we have 1, 6, 9. I'll put them aside here because they're not the focus of this part of the reading. Okay. What did I mean by hello, Odin? So one of the archetypes of the Hangman is of being the seeker on a path to mastery, right? It's a bit different than the one that the Fool goes through. So here we meet Odin, who hangs himself from the Yggdrasil tree, which is the equivalent to the tree of life, for 9 days and nights, upside down. He gives up his eye. He does it to have the runes. Hey, runes. I have a set of runes right here. Unveil their secrets to him. Runes are literally secrets of life. And he succeeds, and they unveil themselves to him, and he becomes the most powerful god in myth. Odin, All-Father. His equivalent is Zeus in Greek mythology, for example, Jupiter in Roman mythology or celestial terminology. Okay, so this is the final test, exam, initiation. This is what you got to do. You got to humble yourself. Really, really humble yourself to attain worldly success, riches, the ultimate accomplishment. You feel so far away from it right now, yet you are so close. And Spirit just wants to make sure that it's giving so much power to someone who won't get corrupt by it, to someone who is mainly of virtue, that has the capacity to humble themselves. Okay? Like the apprentice, just to do something for the sake of study, for the sake of very little reward, but that will echo and generate a multiply of it. Okay? Have faith that this seemingly reduction or dissension for some of you, or like it's like it's feeling like instead of being promoted, you're getting, you're now like an intern. I don't know. This could be spiritual, this could be career, this could be love. I don't know how it plays out in your life, but there's something that calls for your humility, and it's really uncomfortable. It requires some sense of sacrifice that is just unpleasant, and you don't want to do it. And I understand why. This seems like something that I would, if you were to tell me, I would totally get it. I'd be like, wow, I wouldn't want to do that either. So again, I'm not saying it with like, I understand, but that's what makes it so difficult. and it's like a catch-22. It's something that you have to do. You will get rewards for it. You will, but after you do what you need to do. Okay, Cappy, good luck. Sounds fascinating. I would love for you to share in the comments if you feel inclined to do so. Everything is here if you're ready on Patreon. Thank you so much. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you soon.